Alright, let's talk about mid control right now. So we're gonna have 3 players going mid whenever we default, and our defaults can be changed up on depending on what we want to prioritize towards our 2 players that aren't gonna be mid. But we're gonna have 3 set players always going mid. The one's gonna be the opper. Then we're gonna have 2 players. I don't know who wants to do it, but we'll decide when we get there. At the moment, um, we'll have 2 other players that are going to be lurking B tons together, or 1A, 1B, or double A, depending on how we want to play it, what we want to set up. But at the moment, we're always 3 players mid. So let's talk about mid control. What you're going to see first is you're always going to see a window smoke come down, and that's a guaranteed. No matter what happens, this window smoke is always coming down. Also, we're always going to have a flash too if we're coming out mid together. But every round, whatever you're going to see, we're always going to throw a window smoke. No matter what round it is, no matter if we're going to throw an A fake or you're going to throw a B fake or we're going to go A or B, the mid smoke always comes down no matter the situation. It's going to come down, so we have to have a set player throw that. I suggest it being one of our mid players that is going to come out first, who is going to come out. And we're always going to throw a flashbang if we're going to swing window, or no matter what, we're going to throw a flashbang on anyone jumping out or anyone trying to jump cat. And where it's going to land is just above this area right here. You'll see it come through and it lands right here. I'll show you how to throw smokes in another video, but you'll see it come through. Now I have to make sure when we're scaling, we have to have someone holding con, right? Someone needs to be holding con for the con peak, and we can have these 2 players come out. But you'll see how they scale too, and you'll notice here that since he died, they want to slow it down mid for the underpass guy to come through. And also on our mid control too, our B lurk is most likely that B lurk is gonna be going underpass no matter the situation or mid control. So we're always gonna revert towards 4 being mid, and maybe 1 lurking back apps or 1 lurking A, depending on the situation, really. But there's always going to be that apps guy, and that apps guy is always going underpass. So whoever is playing that, you're always going to be going underpass to help mid, to help take mid. You'll see it come through. 3 smoke window, and then con control with the opera peeking. All right, let's see this round too. You'll see here though, too. We want to revert from playing top boxes at most of the time, especially on rifles. We'll try to always give up top boxes. Try not to play top boxes, but push towards con more. And I think this round they do it here. But I wanna do two mid set takes where we decide we want con control. So if they give it up easily, and we know that they're giving up easily, we're gonna do this take right here for this specific mid control. Another mid control, we're gonna scale it differently, but this is how I want to scale during one of our sets here. So you'll see the flash come through from one of our apps players, and you'll see 3 players get up. Right, they're ready. Someone's gonna flash high for the mid peak here. Window smoke comes down. We won't come before that, right? And you'll also have a cat smoke too from 2 T-spawn players right here. Blood, Pegasus. Those are our B-lurk players and our A-lurk players. Throwing those smokes right there. It's a fast kind of take towards getting con. And they're thinking it's a cat rush, or they want to take cat fast, so the mod comes down. But you'll see how they scale, how everyone kind of stacks on this wall. They get up on this wall, and the trade potential here is kind of maxed out. It's like, no matter where they come from, these 3 are playing the same wall. So if you peek from cat, you're getting traded by 3 guys looking at you, or you're peeking con, they have to go through smoke here. They're going to get traded together, right? And after they get con here, you'll see a flashbang come through to get con control after the double peek. Smoke's going to fade. Right, we'll wait for smoke to fade. To start dissipate. Flash comes through. Boom. And we double swing con after flash. You see Champ and Louis do it together. They're a little delayed, but they do it together and they're clear. And we'll get up con. And after that, we can decide where we want to head, depending on the situation that we're at. You'll see that the guy that flashes con 2 is gonna walk up cat, and he's gonna lurk his way to try to make a play towards cat or fight window, depending on what he wants to do, the situation what it calls for here. And we'll have 2 in con there. So that's one of the mid takes I want to do. You'll see another mid take. I'm pretty sure this one right here. Let's see. Here's another way I want to scale. So the mid smoke's always going to come, right? And the cat smoke's not always going to be there by one of our players. That's a situational thing on that specific mid take here. On a different mid take that we're just going to scale normally, how we normally would take it. If we don't know how they're playing, we smoke window, and you'll see Champ's gonna molly, right? He's gonna molly ladder so no one can be there, no one can peek off ladder, and Flood's gonna push up a little bit, and you'll see these guys scaling together. Watch how they're like parallel to each other to be able to trade for each other, right? So Champ's looking at window smoked already, and Flood has the op, so he has the best possibility of getting picks by peeking con here. So he's gonna scale along with Champ. Champ's being ready to trade con if Flood dies, right? So he's waiting. Flood's going to peek from top cat, and you're going to see Champ peek too at the same time. And this is how I want most of our takes to go. But we have to understand who is going to be watching what in which scenario, and depending on how we want to play it here. And usually Pegasus he's holding back apps immediately right now to be able to play safe for this mid take. Usually he could also peek underpass and hold back. As long as he's holding apps in some way, it's fine. Did not get peeked from underpass here. But also, we want to revert to getting con every round in mid. At least trying to take con. Using top con smokes. Using whatever we can to throw at them to get con control and to then take cat too. If we have both, then they're absolutely blind. They have no way of knowing where we're going. And I think there's one more round that I want to talk about for getting mid. How we want to scale. On rifles, at least. If we do have rifles. Let's see. What round is it? Alright, here's another one too. Now, if we decide we kind of want more cat, our cat control take here. So we have the default one, the con control take, and now this is the cat, like pressuring cat, where we want more cat control than anything else. We're going to have one player playing chair, right? He's going to take chair. This is going to be an opera or a rifle, depending on, this is going to be the opera's job most likely, but if he has a rifle, he has a rifle. This is going to be probably another take we want to do. If they're playing back from cat and we know they're playing aggressive comm, but the cat player is playing really safe and he's giving it up most of the time, we'll do this take right here where we're playing two. It comes off the basic mid smoke here, and you'll see how they scale together where Louis and Champ are honestly on their fucking asses together, right? They're literally waiting, and Flood's going to clear cat, right? He's holding for cat, and he's going to hold until these guys get up. Further up maybe. And it comes through together. Now here, we have a top con smoke, and you'll see it come thrown from Pegasus. Right, I'll show the smoke too. He's gonna throw top con, and this is gonna be a cat take. If we're gonna do a cat kind of presence take here. Now the reason why you see these guys going through first, so this guy's gonna hold cat where they double clear con. The molly lands behind the smoke, right? Molly right side, and they double clear con, and then now we have cat. Now, most of the time it's not going to work that way. They're probably going to smoke here. Smoke bottom con here some way. And in that case, we'll smoke top cat and do the same way. Just be ready to trade out the cat guys right there from mid control bars. So that's going to be our 3 mid takes that we want to revert to, depending on how they play it. We'll call it when we go through.